Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTA News. Look, thank you for returning. We got some news articles to go through, but before we do, as usual, if you haven't hit that like button, please go ahead and hit it. We'd like more people to see this content. If you got any family, friends, or loved ones who you think could use any of this information, share the link. Get them watching these videos. And with all that, let's go ahead and see what's going on with this news. All right, y'all, let's see what's going on. All right, our first article for the day: USDC exchange reserve spikes. Can this help push Bitcoin back up? Let's see what's going on. USDC exchange reserve observes sharp rise in recent days, as pointed out by an analyst in a crypto quant post. The large amount of USD coin that flowed into exchanges recently could be deployed to act as fuel for Bitcoin. What are they saying? Oh, everybody's bringing in USD because they want to buy some Bitcoin? I don't know. Is that what they're trying to say, though? I don't know, bro. Just keep reading. I know. The exchange reserve is an indicator that measures the total amount of USDC currently sitting in wallets of all centralized exchanges. Facts. Okay, we good with that. Facts remain that, USDC is being picked up. And, we had this discussion many times, you know what I'm saying? If you ask me, United States dollar coin, I would really think the federal government's tied up in that stuff, you know what I'm saying? This article goes on to say, since stablecoins are tied to fiat, which in the case of USDC is USD. If the government didn't do this, who did? Because it makes, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you got USDC tied to USD. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bruh. And you tied to Coinbase, and Coinbase is, you know what I'm saying? They riding on the coattails of the federal government. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bruh. Come on. Since stablecoins are tied to fiat, which in the case of USDC is USD, bruh, come on. You know what I'm saying? Their value is as constant as the fiat currency itself. Now, I told y'all before, United States dollar, to me, it really has no value. Something's got to back it. What's backing it? And technically, the way I see it, debt is backing the USD. And the promise that debt's got to be paid is what's, in my opinion, given the United States dollar its value. And so that and the fact that they had military force to make everybody use it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bruh. But, that's how I feel about it. All right, but let's continue. It says, because of this, investors often take shelter by shifting coins like Bitcoin into stable coins during times when they want to avoid the volatility generally associated with much of the crypto market. And that's true. If the market's getting crazy and you want to get stability, you'll just go into something like USDC, right? Or Tether and any of the other stable coins, right? You know what? Tron has USDD. You know what I'm saying? So that makes perfect sense. I get it. Once these investors feel the prices are right to dive back into the volatile markets, they exchange their stables for whatever crypto they want to buy into. Well, that's common sense. That's just really what it is. That's hello. An especially large amount of buying from such holders can therefore help propel the prices of the major cryptos like Bitcoin. So look, yes, and come on, bro. Yes and no. If anybody's turning their currencies to make it safe and stable into USDC, kudos, got you, and then when you feel like it's time to get back in the market, you'll take that USDC, say for instance, if you're on a Coinbase exchange, and you'll go ahead and you'll start buying up some other coins or swapping that USDC out for other coins. Okay, that's just how it works. That's really how it works. So if none of you out there watching this video knew about that, or if you knew about that, it's like that's literally what you do. That's the whole purpose of stablecoins. That's what the purpose is for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But let's move along. Next article, Stellar announces smart contract platform for the money. That's what I'm saying right there. Now, this isn't financial advice. I don't give that stuff. I can't give that stuff because I'm not a financial advisor, but I like to read articles, and that's what I'm reading to you is some articles, and you can decide what you want to do. But when I see something like this, Stellar announces smart contract platform, Sorobon, XLM's price reacts with 10% in profits. Whether it reacts or not, I don't care. But what I do care about is the fact that it's a smart contract platform on Stellar, Soroban. Soroban. You know what I'm saying? That gets me excited because I'm like, yo, that's a good reason, another good reason to hold Stellar. Soroban will operate independently from Stellar, but will be paired to this network to provide users and developers with accessibility and equitable access to the decentralized finance DeFi sector. The organization clarified that its smart contract platform will be built with Rust as its programming language. Now, I don't know nothing about that stuff. Y'all look it up. I'll probably end up looking it up anyway. Post in the comments if you know anything about it, though. All right, unlike other popular programming languages in the sector, the SDF believes Rust provides more safety and efficient computation. Soroban will also implement WebAssembly, WASM, in its design to meet their scalable, robust, and minimal bytecode specification. All right, check it out. I'm excited nonetheless. Okay, so what? You're going to need to use that XLM to pay to play. Is that going to be the fuel? Makes sense to me. Makes sense. Okay, so look, you can make your smart contracts and everything on Ethereum. You can do that. You know, it's all good. You can do that over there with Solana. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But when you deal with Ethereum, of course, you got to pay a little bit more to play that game. So as we start moving into the future and we start seeing these smart contracts operating on their own, because that's the whole purpose of all this, is for it to operate on its own, is just making these transactions. It's going to be paying in these currencies, you know what I'm saying, paying the fuel fee to make these contracts complete themselves. And that's a whole nother conversation. I don't even want to get into that stuff, but just thinking about that, they're going to need to have fast, instantaneous transactions where the digital currency gets sent to pay for the fuel of the transaction to make all these things work. So to me, this is major news for Stellar Lumens. Look, get what you got to get out of this and do what you got to do. But I'm just saying, that's pretty good news, right? Next article says Impel adds Bitcoin to ISO 20022 financial messaging on XDC's network. Okay, they add Bitcoin. Impel is pleased to announce today that Bitcoin has been added to its ISO 20022 financial messaging API as optional collateral for making payments. And, it's a lot of people out there believe in Bitcoin. So to see them bringing that on board and making it something optional, for payments, it's pretty interesting, So, kudos, right? This addition enables Bitcoin to be used in the instant settlement process for traditional banking services and other organizations that utilize the new ISO 20022 messaging standard. It offers the opportunity for improved customer experience, increased security, and significant operating cost savings. You've got to see how it's just the use, right? So the use of these digital coins is so important and relevant. And to see here that there is a true use is just more exciting things to see. Now, moving on to another article. Orion One and VeChain announced integration partnership, accelerating blockchain adoption in supply chains. All right, VeChain news, because, I hold that VeChain too. I mean, I'm just involved in all this stuff, and it's important. So let's just get all the news that we can and try to stay up to date, right? So London, August 17th, 2022, Orion One Incorporated, a global supply chain technology solutions company that has developed a powerful SaaS platform to deliver best-in-class technology to the supply chain market, and VeChain, the world's most widely known enterprise blockchain, today announced the integration of their technologies to accelerate blockchain adoption among logistics companies. Definitely, we know VeChain is known for tracking supplies, and that's if you were watching it since the beginning, this is what got me involved with VeChain, is they were able to use those devices and barcodes to actually track all the different things that moved around the economies, countries, and everything else. So that's what made VeChain a very popular use case for different businesses out there. And to see that They haven't stopped forging relationships and connecting with these companies. It's just more wonderful news for VeChain. I know that price looks low, but they're still working and they're doing a great job. I know there is another one trying to do what VeChain does. It's an Ethereum version of it. I'm not big on Ethereum. Hey, what do I tell you? I'm not big on it. But there are competitors out there. But VeChain's been out there for a long time doing this. So it's just great to see that VeChain is still in there getting things done. And we can still keep our eyes on that. But to continue, it says, the direct integration of Orion One's best-in-class logistics platform and VeChain's blockchain platform, VeChain Toolchain, allows Orion One to offer companies a seamless and rapid onboarding ramp to begin utilizing blockchain in their business, all without burdensome investments in network infrastructure or management of cryptocurrency. So it seems like they're middleman in it. These tools, it's like getting it done. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't know how all this technically works, but to see that they're simplifying it, well, what do we all wait for in the digital currency space? We wait for simplification, because simplification means it's easier for people to get things done, less things to worry about, which then boosts up the value because now it can be used effortlessly. So that truly is amazing news for VeChain. All right, we got an article here that says why Amazon and VeChain will enable carbon management services. Why? Amazon? Yeah, why is Amazon back in the news messing with these digital currencies? You know what I'm saying? But let's get it. The VeChain Foundation recently revealed a partnership with Amazon Web Services to support their vCarbon platform. The product will enable companies to obtain information on their carbon footprint to properly manage it and remain compliant with emissions targets. So if you're not familiar, a lot of these cryptocurrencies are coming into existence. You'll basically buy these carbon tokens or currencies, and that's how you're going to pay down your use of you destroying the ecosystem. Essentially, you're out there, your company is polluting, so there's a system where you're going to pay to do that. You're still polluting the system. I mean, the ecosystem, you're still polluting it, but you're going to pay your cost, right? You're going to pay your fair share. You want to pollute to make all that money? Well, you better buy these coins over here, and you better hold these coins to cover you exploiting. So when you want to charge off that pollution, here, pay a coin, pay this coin, right? It's crazy, right? But the pollution still exists. But it's just like, is that the system? Like, seriously? That's just crazy. Maybe that's when I read about it, that's how I saw it. And I was like, well, that, pay to play, right? You want to do that, pay to play. But let's get it. Across the world, countries like China have set strict carbon emission goals that must be met by every company and individual. Carbon management services such as VeCarbon become a crucial tool to meet these goals. However, the platforms that provide these services need large-scale storage and analytics solutions. This is where Amazon Web Services comes in. The company praised VeCarbon's approach of merging VeChain's blockchain with a carbon-neutral digital infrastructure. The platform will combine these technologies with a team of experts with a great deal of experience providing carbon asset management services, according to an official post. So it's clever how they word that, but it's like, really, you're talking about Amazon's web services, right? So they use what? They use storage devices and servers to, use their web services, right? So, you want to buy, some relief in your carbon use, right? So we've got a digital way you could do that. You can purchase these VeCarbons, you know what I'm saying? And this will help, negate some of your responsibility by paying for your destruction of the ecosystem. I mean, that's still the way I see it. Maybe that's wrong, I'm seeing it that way, but if somebody knows anything different and can explain it any different way and make it not look so destructive regardless, make it look better, I don't know. Get in the comments box below and help us understand, because that's kind of the way I understand it, and it's just, pay to play. That's how I understand. All right, we're going to close with this one. Are we? Are we though? I don't know. I think we're going to close with this one because this is an interesting one. It's another one with Stellar. Everybody's keeping eyes on Stellar, of course. But this article says Novati to launch AUD stablecoin leveraging Stellar blockchain, right? An AUD stablecoin, right? Australian. Novati Group Limited, a leading fintech enabling business to pay and be paid, announced this week, and this is an old article, so it's not literally this week. I just wanted to bring this to the surface because one more reason why I keep my eyes on Stellar Lumens, right? But it announced that it will launch an Australian dollar backed stablecoin leveraging the open source Stellar blockchain, and that's just magical because when we were just talking about USDC the other day and how it runs on the Stellar Lumens network, and so that's why I'm involved with Stellar Lumens, because you've got to, in order to use these things, you're going to be paying the toll in Stellar Lumens. So it's like use. All right, that's how I see it. All right, so it says the stable coin, to be called AUDC, the Australian dollar coin, so original, will provide a digital representation of the Australian dollar and will be secured with a one-to-one backing of Australian dollar fiat value, USDC. Does it look so familiar? Are all countries going to go to this? Do you think maybe they're going to do this? Do you think that there's no need for a federal like they wanted a federal coin? Like there's really no need for it, because they already have these stable coins that exist that are backed by the actual currency of the nation or country, right? But anyway, let's continue. Let's see. It says the stable coin, to be called AUDC, will provide a digital representation of the Australian dollar and will be secured with a one-to-one backing of Australian dollar fiat value. This provides a distinction to pure cryptocurrencies which do not correlate or link to any particular market economy, commodity, or asset. I mean, it's great news because you got another system running off Stellar, another coin running off Stellar, and it's going to be used because people are going to go in the stores and they're going to use stuff like Australian dollar in Australia. They're going to use the United States dollar coin in the United States. So it only makes sense that we know they're going to use it. So more great news for Stellar Lumens. But let's continue. This technology will also create a secure and permanent digital record of all transactions and account balances. Yeah, records. Obviously, you can't get away from that because that's actually how the blockchain works. So it says, which maintains the integrity of each transaction and provides a strong framework to maintain Novati's absolute focus on compliance. Novati believes that this is the direction that payments are heading. I didn't say that. I'm reading it. But yeah, not a financial advisor. And this is not financial advice, but I'm watching this carefully. All right, so Novati believes that this is the direction that payments are heading, with growth in the demand for stable coins, that's right, only expected to accelerate. By launching an Australian dollar-backed stablecoin on Stellar, a network designed for stablecoins and renowned for its speed, low cost, and interoperability, new opportunities to power more seamless and near-instant financial services emerge both domestically and across borders. That is massive. I don't know why we haven't been talking about these things, but that's massive, and we should be talking about these things. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but the things that I'm involved in, it's articles like these that keep me involved in them. So, I read the articles. You can look the articles up yourself, and then you can make your own decisions on what you want to do. Do what you got to do. I just share the information. But that's all I got this go round. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got value out of it. I hope you hit that like button. I hope if you haven't subscribed, you subscribe. And I also hope if you got any family, friends, or loved ones who could use any of this information to propel them forward in a future that's hopefully going to make things better for their life, that you send them a link to the video so they too can watch it, become informed, and make better decisions for their future. I'm closing with that. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Talk to you then.